if you and your family can have a plan on how you're going to communicate, how you're going to take care of each other, have some supplies on hand, and know the basics like drop, cover, and hold on. I think we really will be in good shape, and we're going to need people to take that kind of initiative personally and professionally, because there will not be enough police or firefighters or anybody to come take care of everybody. So taking those actions, I think, will make a big difference in how we handle it.
Well, let's jump through everything that we need to touch on, starting with the communication. If my Facebook and Twitter goes down, I'm crazy. So what are we supposed to do?
Absolutely.
In an actual emergency?
Yeah, and I've thought about that a lot, and I think we're going to have some ways to communicate. And one thing, we use amateur radio a lot. We use some HF, high-frequency type radios, but regular communications that we know today, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, whatever the case may be, just making a phone call probably will not work.
Yeah. To be fair, no one makes phone calls anymore.
Well, I do. But I think really, even if the earthquake doesn't totally bring it down, we will probably cause it to come down because of overuse. So I think people need to think about, get to know your neighbors, get to know your community, and find out, maybe here's where the community plans to have shelters, and maybe make sure you have a radio to listen to the radio if it's still operating.
And Cairo is actually the radio station that is going to be on the air.
Absolutely.
Unless there's some total catastrophe. Cairo radio will be broadcasting.
And that's important, that all of the news media, we want them to be up and running, because that's probably the one thing, hopefully, that we'll be able to get the message out. So I think, get to know your community, your neighborhood, know where to go. Maybe it's a church, maybe it's a school, maybe it's a community center. Hopefully the communities will operate in that fashion, where people can come get information. And, of course, we're hoping that the radio will be up and running. And this is where people need to have that little portable radio. That's always a recommended item to have in your preparedness kit, so you can get AM or FM.